What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Celio's Network. Today is the first episode of a new series I'm starting, Bust or Busted, where I'm going to take a deck that I have theoried up but not tested yet, and I'm going to test it right here on the video for you guys, and we're going to see if the deck idea is bust or busted. We've got Spread Malamar with Ultra Necrozma here. Just new changes to an old deck idea that kind of fell off, but I really like Tapu Koko. I've always been a fan of damage spread. I think Passimian Koko is really well positioned in the current standard meta, so why not try Tapu Koko with something else? Instead of Passimian, we have a couple different partners for Tapu Koko, like the Onyx, the Tina, and the Shining Arceus, and then as our finishers, in theory, we have Sky Scorching Light GX as one of the finishers, and Magical Swap as the other, or maybe they can even work in combination with each other. So yeah, we're going to play a couple games on the PTCGO ladder with this, and decide if it's worth further testing. Dragon Psychic Fighting Colorless. Should probably be Ultra Necrozma with a Marshadow-GX in it. Really solid start here for us. And we don't need to bench the Arceus just yet. So yeah, it is Ultra Necrozma. Definitely a great deck to see how our deck matches up against. In theory, it should be favored though, just because Malamar decks are usually weak to spread. So in theory, we're playing a Malamar deck here that beats other Malamar decks. But like I said, it's all theory. This is my first game with the deck. I literally just put it in the PTCGO before starting the video. Okay, so they Ultra Balled for a Tina and then treasured it away for an Inkay. Starting Ultra Necrozma is probably bad for them since we're going to try to play a non-GX focused strategy. They do let loose us. Let's see if it sticks. We get a Cynthia and an Ultra Ball. That's pretty good. Viridian Forest, not bad. So that means we can Ultra Ball away the 2 Psychic Energy, get a Tina, then pitch to Tina, then Cynthia. Going off their let loose, they got a Lily. Ultra Ball out the Ditto. Is that? Yeah, it's a Beast Energy. Okay, so we will Ultra Ball away Psychic, and we could get a Tina and pitch it, but it might just be more important to get an Inkay down. I want to go with the Tina. And then here I can Ultra Ball for Lele for Lily, but I think I'd rather play the Cynthia. So we're going to pitch the Tina, not search out an energy, and then Cynthia. And okay, we did not get so we got a double colorless energy, which is good, but no Inkays. Which is not good. So we're going to put 10 here and 10 here. Play down the double colorless to Koko and Flying Flip. So they should knock out the Tapu Koko. All they need is a Psychic Energy on the active because of that Beast Energy. The Beast Energy is actually huge, because without it they'd only be hitting us for 100 and we get another Flying Flip out of this Tapu Koko. So they'll knock it out, we send up Tina, then we bench the Lele just so we have a basic Pokemon guaranteed. Then we'll Cynthia and see what else we can get going. They're gonna switch. So they just burnt the switch. Okay. It was literally just to get it out of their deck, it seems. And they evolved the Inkay instead of the Ditto, which means if we get another Flying Flip off next turn, we should knock out the Ditto, unless they have another Malamar in their hand. Psychic Recharge and Photon Geyser knockout. Okay, so we're going to send up Tina. I don't know about that Lily, though. We're going to bench that and then just play Cynthia. What we're looking for is like Coco DC switch. We didn't get that. We did, however, get 2 Inkays, which is pretty good. I'm gonna pitch the Lele. Get a Psychic Energy. We'll attach this here so we have something to retreat with next turn. And we'll pass. So if they knock out the Giratina, that's actually... That's the thing we want them to kill, right? Because we get to use Distortion Door again. Just recycle it, put more damage on their bench. The worst case is they Guzma and Inkay. Ultra Ball away Jirachi, Metal Energy. For a Machoke. Oh my gosh. And it turns out our opponent is just playing a direct counter to us. I really did not expect that. So missing killing the Ditto really, really hurt. Oh boy. So that means we're going to have to take another turn to set up and then Guzma this Machoke to even get on with our game plan. That is just really something else. We can't put it on with Distortion Door either, I believe, right? Yeah, your opponent's attacks and abilities can't put damage counters on your benched Pokemon. Alright, so this is really going to be something. We're going to get our Tina to the bench. Yeah, and it doesn't matter, because Machoke stops that. 4, 5... Okay. We evolved this. I want to attach DCE here. We're going to pitch the Viridian. And Lily for 6. Okay, so we have a Guzma in our hand, that's really good. We'll Ultra Ball away Onyx. And Nest Ball. Get Malamar. So what this does is we're going to get the swing with the Tina, and if we just left the Tina on the bench, it would allow them to Guzma up a Malamar, and we don't want them to do that. If they Guzma up a Malamar after we swing with Tina, that's fine because we already have our damage, our energy on the Tina. So we'll retreat, and then also we can just pitch a card to get an energy next turn for our Tina if they knock it out and we have to recycle it. We're going to bench Coco, and we are down to a 2-card hand, so well, they can't let loose us anyway, so our hand should be safe unless they play Judge. So their attack does 130 with the Beast Energy, so we just put the 40 here. They'll go down to 3 prizes. Next turn we get to KO the Machoke. And it's definitely not looking amazing for us, but our deck is supposed to play from behind. So there's the Guzma on the Mally. They go down to 3. More damage on their board for us to play around with in the near future, though. Psychic Energy, that's not bad at all. I think what we'll do is attach 1 Psychic here for turn, and then Psychic Recharge 1 to the Tapu Lele. Gives us more to work with. We're going to Guzma up the Machoke. And we'll kill it. I did not expect that Machoke at all. Definitely changed the game for us a bit. Now, I believe I saw Marshadow in our deck, because next turn I want to Ultra Ball for Marshadow and use Let Loose. I believe I saw it. And there's Guzma. So is this going to be on Mally again? On the Lele, okay. The Lele, okay. Okay, so we'll send this out. Actually, so if we flying flip here, 60, 50. Huh. If we flying flip here, we're going to be 10 damage away from winning next turn with a Sky Scorching Light. Because we would need 1 more Distortion Door ping on the Tina on the bench. I'm thinking if there's any other way I can do this. Flying flip. Let's see what Acrobite gives us. Acrobite gives us a Metal Energy, and we have 1 other in the deck. We have our stretchers left, so... And I think this Guzma can actually help us a lot here. They're down 3 Guzmas, and some Ultra decks only play 3 Guzmas. So what we can do is this. Ultra Ball up this Mally. Use Flying Flip. Because if we can stall them for just one turn, we can get the extra damage on the board that we need to win. Oh, they have a skateboard and Viridian Forest for the energy. Okay. And that beast energy is just carrying them through the game. So it looks like we're going to come really, really close to being able to beat this deck, even though they had Machoke down for a few turns. If we weren't 10 damage off from winning, I could have just not acrobiked at all and just guaranteed got the Sky Scorching Light next turn and then go down to 4 prizes with 10 damage on their Giratina. So we'll send this up. There's the Rescue Stretcher, which really sucks because we also have to Ultra Ball here to draw cards. So that's actually like the worst thing we could have possibly drawn there. That's really, really bad. Because we have to Ultra Ball for Let Loose. And then hope the other Stretcher's in the deck. It is. So we still have a chance to go down to 4 prizes here. So then we let loose. Okay, okay. Well, Mysterious Treasure, the Lily. Grab an Inkay. And we'll Cynthia. We don't pitch the switch with that because if we do hit the Stretcher, we need the Lightning Energy, and we do hit the Stretcher. And we'll pitch the Nest Ball. Attach. Psychic Recharge. I'm telling you, we got one more Distortion Door off. We'll discard those two. So both the Malamar and the Tina on their bench have 10 HP left. Pretty nuts. And we're down to 1 prize card. So let's see if they have Guzma. It all comes down to that, really. Oh no, actually they could use their own Sky Scorching Light. They could use their own. But they're down all 3 Ultra Necrozma. So they need Stretcher. And yeah, all they would need is Stretcher. Unless they have a 4th Ultra Necrozma. Or they didn't realize all 3 were in the discard pile. That could also be a very real possibility here. Oh, they didn't realize all the Ultra Necrozma was in the discard. Did we do it? So they grab an Inkay. Has our opponent gotten themselves into a pickle? Ultra Ball, okay. Let's see if they have another Lele. They have a Jirachi. Oh no. They're scrambling. It looks like we might have done it. I guess it depends on what's in their hand, like what's the last card. They got the stretcher. They got the stretcher. What is that last card in their hand? Is it a skateboard or switch? Oh wait, they would still be down in energy. Unless that's their supporter for turn in their hand. Oh my god, this is coming down to... Oh, they let loose for Marshadow? I meant they rescue stretcher for Marshadow. I'm sorry. Not let loose. They got let loose. So their last card in hand was a Psychic Energy. That means they have to let loose into another stretcher for the Necrozma and an energy. Or, oh, let loose for their fourth Guzma? Let loose for their fourth Guzma to try to kill us with Malamar. Oh my gosh. Six cards left in deck. Is it gonna happen? Did we do it? Come on. Oh, we did it. Oh my gosh. We actually did it. That was a tough one. GG. Alright, game one is looking busted. On to the next one. Lightning Metal Psychic, probably some kind of Zapdos with partners. Great start. Oh, I guess it could just be Pikarom with Jirachi. Let's see, here's the moment of truth. Yep, it's Pikarom. Gonna really have to hope that Onyx isn't prized. That's our game plan for this matchup, kinda. Ultra Necrozma is also a good attacker. Let's Nest Ball first. Oh no, we have two Inkay prized. Two Inkay and Onyx prized. This is going to... Two Inkay, two Tapu Koko, and an Onyx prized. This is going to be a hoot of a game. Oh, one Inkay. Sorry, we top decked Inkay, that's right. So, one Inkay, two Tapu Koko, one Onyx prized. Sorry about that. I forgot we top decked the Inkay. Let's Acrobike. We'll take Arceus, which Fabled Defense is actually really good against Tag Bolt. We'll bench this, play down DCE Ultra Ball for Let Loose. Actually, let me see what they took with Stellar Wish. Does it tell me? I don't think it tells me. Okay, they took a Skateboard with Stellar Wish. Yeah, we're just gonna Let Loose anyway. I didn't want to bench a Lele and we need more cards. Or should I just hold my hand? They might be holding their hand, right? And they're getting another Stellar Wish next turn anyway. So I think we just do this. I'm going to say odds are they'd be fine off another Stellar Wish. We'll Nest Ball here. That's right. No Onyx. So... But I do kind of want to thin out my deck. The only other thing I'd put on the bench is something we draw off the prizes or Tina from the discard pile. We could threaten with an Ultra Necrozma, however, because that should be pretty scary for them on the bench if they come up and use Full Blitz on our Koko. I'm not sure if this is the correct play, but we're going to do it. I think it could definitely help out in the near future. It's a very real threat against Full Blitz. Against them just bringing up their Pika Rom and Full Blitzing our Koko. Okay, here comes Aurora and Stellar Wish. Gets Lily off the Stellar Wish, so that's only going to draw him 2 more cards. 3 more cards, 4 more cards, 5 more cards. So they have a big bench, that means we'll get a fair amount of cards off of Erica's Hospitality. We'll get the full 6 if they play down another benched Pokemon. So here comes a Let Loose, I think. And I don't think I agree with this Let Loose. Okay, so they just Ultra Balled it. They're not going to play it. So there's the Full Blitz. We're going to send up Marshadow here. They're going to put it all on the active. Ballsy play. There's a Stretcher. We could Stretcher. No, we don't want Lele. We're just going to play Erica's Hospitality for 4. We get 1 Malamar. 1 Malamar will not be enough, though, to get our Shining Arceus attacking. And we don't have a switch for it anyway. What we can do here is play down Malamar. attach here. Psychic Recharge. Retreat in the Shining Arceus, since Fabled Defense protects our benched Pokemon from the Tag Bolt damage. And I'd really love the Stretcher for the Koko, but we need the Stretcher for Lele next turn, I think, instead. So it's a tricky situation. He's at 240, so if I get 2 on here, that's 180. So I'm trying to think, do I need this Shrine of Punishment? And if it hurts me more than it hurts them. Yeah, if they have Guzma, they wouldn't also need the Electro Power, so I think I'm just going to keep my hand the way it is and pass it over to them. If we didn't have 2 Koko prize, then we could just nest ball for another Koko and have a free retreater for next turn, and I'd feel really great about next turn. But 2 Koko and Onyx being prized is definitely bad. And an Inkay. So there's Let Loose. Maybe this will help us out a bit. You can Mysterious Treasure for a Malamar, so that's good. Would have been better last turn, though. Is this for a Guzma? It is for Guzma. Potentially the Malamar. The Ultra Necrozma. Do they have Electro Power? Oh, they're just going to Tag Bolt. Okay. Yeah. That's probably going to be game. So they go down to 2 prizes, and we don't have Onyx. That's game. Alright, well, that game was a bust for Spread Malamar with Ultra Necrozma. But I have to just say, in defense of the deck, our prizes really screwed us up there. So we're getting a Ultra Malamar start here. Which is not usually the best. Okay, and we're playing versus Lost March. Very great matchup for us. We just don't want to start Ultra, is all. We can probably play down... We can play Ultra Ball and Mysterious Treasure this turn. On our first turn. As long as they don't let loose us, then we just have a whole other game plan to figure out. And since this deck plays 3 to 4 let loose, usually it might not even be worth getting attached to our starting hand. There's an Emolga. So because our deck is based on spreading damage, and their deck, their Pokemon range from 40 HP to 70 HP. Just a few turns of Flying Flip will usually get us there. Okay, and that's all they're going to do. We have the Ultra Ball. That's insane. So we'll Ultra Ball away. So we got, yeah, the double colorless off the top is crazy. We're going to Ultra Ball away these two. Grab our Coco. Switch. And Cynthia. We don't get to play the Mysterious Treasure. Inkay is good. Let's Acrobike. Beautiful Acrobike. Get the Psychic into the discard and Nest Ball. We'll Nest Ball out another Inkay. Actually, we'll Nest Ball for a Coco. All we need to do is chain our Cocos. And Flying Flip. No reason to play our other Acrobike right now. Our opponent might be dead drawing here, but this is going to be a win for us either way, I think. Lost Blender, is this their last hope, potentially? Put 2 Emolgas into the Lost Zone. Pokemon Calm. Okay, so they can do stuff. They're good to go. Put back a Jump Pluff. I think we'll see no Let Loose yet. Maybe they had a supporter or a Let Loose in their hand already and they just liked their hand previously. There's a Stretcher. So it looks like we're going to see a supporter from them this turn. And there's Cynthia, okay. So they're definitely in the game still, but it's just such a bad matchup for them. Play down another Trumbeak, so they've got 6 Pokemon in the Lost Zone. That's Lost March for 120. And there's going to be a knockout on our Coco. So since we have the switch in our hand, we're going to send up Inkay, evolve into Malamar, Psychic Recharge to the Coco. Just so if we don't draw DCE, we're getting off a guaranteed Flying Flip with any energy. First, I think we will Acrobike though, because if we get the DCE, then we don't Psychic Recharge to Coco. We'll take this, get rid of the Tina, which is very good for us. I'm going to Mysterious Treasure away. A Mysterious Treasure. Get an Inkay. Little Inkleberg. Bench him, evolve. Psychic Recharge to the Coco. Play the switch. And Lily for 5, we need any energy off of this. There we go. We'll attach, play down another Coco, and Flying Flip. I'm keeping the Distortion Door in the discard pile until we see where we need the damage at. 200 to our poor Tapu Koko, but he did his job. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we have Let Loose and Lele in the deck. In case we Ultra Ball and our third Coco's prized, I can't remember. So we're going to Ultra Ball away these two. So our third Coco is prized. So we're going to have to get Let Loose. And I'm going to evolve Malamar and Let Loose. So either Rescue Stretcher or DCE is fine for us. Guzma also works, because we can retreat, Psychic Recharge Guzma. Beautiful. And we can also get another energy down to the Marshadow, so retreating is easier in the future. And this will be a triple knockout turn with the help of Distortion Door, because Jumpluff is weak to lightning. So Flying Flip knock everything out except the one Jumpluff on the bench, and we go down to 2 prizes. And next turn we'll just Sky Scorching Light for the last 2 prizes. Okay, another Trumbeak. Let Loose us. So we're losing our Metal Energy. Let's see if we can get it back. And there's the Metal Energy. Sky Scorching Light kills Jumpluff and Hoppip, and that'll be game after they KO our Tapu Koko, and we promote the Marshadow with an energy on it. Sky Scorching Light. GG. Okay, so we won 2 out of 3 games there. It is just the PTCGO ladder, but the deck is running exactly how I would like it to. We got some unfortunate prizes in our match versus Pikarom, but I'm going to have to go with this deck might just be busted. Subscribe if you enjoyed the video. I want to see more videos like it in the future. And over to the right, I have some other videos you might enjoy. I'll see you next time here on Celio's Network.